Greetings friends, Professor Hussain is here, and in today's video review we're going to talk about a very interesting project where all of us can earn money. But before we begin, I want to remind you that you are solely responsible for your own investments, and I am not encouraging you to do anything. In today's video review, we will be talking about MGX, a next generation AI platform. It allows you to create websites, web applications, dashboards, and even entire startups without any programming. All you need to do is describe your idea in text. Then this project itself assembles a virtual team for you, including a product manager, architect, engineer, QA tester, and analyst. And each agent is an artificial intelligence that performs its own task. So you get a real simulation of an IT team. Today we'll take a detailed look at how this project works, what kinds of projects you can create, how much it costs, and who this tool is suitable for. But first, let's figure out how to register on this platform. To start, follow my link, which I've left in the description or in the comments under this video, and you'll land on this page. Here you enter your username here, as well as your email, come up with a password, and then repeat the password. After that, click the registration button. In other words, it's nothing complicated, everything is very straightforward, and registration won't take much time. Now, of course, let's figure out what MGX is and what the MGX method is. MGX is built on the basis of the GPT-M method, a multi-agent platform where each AI agent performs a separate role in the project. For example, the product manager analyzes the request, the architect thinks through the structure, and the developer writes the code. As for the tester, they check everything. And as for the analyst, they build the metrics. All of them follow the standard operating protocol. That is the standards of corporate development. So the GPT method is an open source project, while MGX is a ready-made setup with a visual interface. It simplifies access to this technology. You can find more detailed information in the MGX documentation section and also go to the GPT method section on GitHub. So let's go there as well. Here you can also find all the up-to-date information related to this project. I recommend visiting if you want to study this project in more detail. After registering in MGX, you enter the dashboard, that is the control panel. And here everything is simple. You click the Start Project button and write your idea. For example, to create a website for a restaurant with a menu, reviews, and reservations. And MGX launches a chain of agents. That is, each agent performs its own task. Some clarify or refine the goals. Some suggest the technology stack. And others write the front end and back end. And find and fix bugs. So you see all of this live. The project is built step by step. You can intervene and edit. Redo a stage. This is interactive development. That is, everything here happens in real time. All you need to do is simply set your task. In other words, everything is as simple as possible. And all these types of agents will help you deal with your task. That is, they will help you solve your issues. And of course, let's talk about what you can do in MGX. MGX allows you to create dozens of different types of products. Here are some real examples. For example, we have landing pages. You can create them as promo pages or as portfolios. You can also create admin panels and systems for managing clients and content. We also have various online stores, charts, and metrics. And of course, there are booking platforms, services with login, authorization, and registration in the use case section. You can see examples ranging from blogs to AI tools and LMS. Now, let's move on to the practical part. Let's figure out how to create your own website. But before that, I want to scroll down a bit and tell you that here we have various websites that you can also check out. If you like any of these websites, for example, if you want to make a weather forecast site, you just click the copy button and you copy that site. You can also choose any site that interests you, whatever kind of site you want to create. There are a lot of different options here, and there are also various categories. That is, you can go through all these categories and pick any site you like and just click the copy button. So everything here is very easy. Now I want to create one myself as an example. a website for learning foreign languages. So let's enter this request and click the continue button. And this is what the process of creating this site looks like. In other words, you just wait while all the agents create your site for you. That is, each agent performs its own task, and after that, within 5 to 10 minutes, your site will be ready, and all you have to do is simply wait for it to finish. There's nothing complicated about it, and literally 5 minutes later my site was already done and is now in front of you. So you can check it out and see how this site is designed. As we can see, everything is very informative and very convenient. In other words, this program, these agents did their job perfectly. On this site, you can also enable the deep learning feature. That is, you click this button and this mode is activated, which will help you study various markets. So let's ask it this question and it will gladly help us solve it. So we enter it and wait for some kind of... It takes some considerable time. While it meticulously processes all the comprehensive information we've diligently provided, and this indeed is precisely what the detailed information gathering process looks like. You can view everything live in real time and see all the pertinent information being collected right here. Watch the intricate code that the intelligent agents are actively writing, and of course you can clearly see from which original sources the valuable information is being carefully taken. So you can thoroughly study everything in great detail and diligently keep track of everything comprehensively and thoroughly. This is very convenient. And your final answer will be ready after a certain period of time, so you just need to wait. This is very convenient. So within 5 to 7 minutes, I waited and received an answer to my question, which was as follows. I needed to analyze the cryptocurrency market, and I received an answer to it. It was 10 pages long, so it's very convenient. All the information here was gathered from various sources. In other words, the agents did all the work for me. This is very convenient. And all the information is right in front of me, in one place. But it's also worth adding that you shouldn't trust this information 100%, because investments are always associated with risk. And you also need to make decisions with your own head. I'd also like to add that you can completely redo the website by clicking this button. Let's click it and get the final result. And after waiting a little longer, our website with cryptocurrency market analysis and dynamic indicators was ready. You can track all the information here. It's very convenient. Also, take a look at how beautiful the website created by the agents turned out. In other words, you can track all the information and simply enjoy this website. It's beautifully designed and you can take advantage of all the features available here. MGX offers two operating modes. Engineering mode, which is the fast mode, involves a single agent working. You receive the code in 5 to 10 minutes. This mode is suitable for landing pages, single page sites, and texts. There is also team mode where the entire AI team gets involved. Someone analyzes the task, someone designs the structure, someone writes the code, and someone checks everything. The team mode option costs more credits. As a result, it delivers more scalable and stable outcomes. It is suitable for various tasks as well as multi-component solutions. In other words, MGX is not just a code generator. It has a wide range of integration features. For example, it offers auto-deployment to the cloud. It also includes SOBAPEX, meaning you get a database as well. Plus, it provides authorization. It also supports Stripe for online payments and, of course, GitHub export. That is exporting the project to a repository. There is also a live preview feature. This is a preview before publishing. And of course, there's the visual editor. This allows for visual editing of components. You can also share projects via a public share link, use templates, or create custom applications with model integration. But now let's talk about credits, pricing plans, and subscriptions. MTX uses a credit-based payment model. When you register, you receive starter credits, which are enough for 1 to 2 projects. Every action, generating, editing, or testing, spends credits. There are subscriptions such as the Starter 100 for beginners, Pro for active users, and Enterprise for teams. You can top up your balance or switch to a subscription. By the way, there's currently a 21% discount on the Pro plan. But of course, I also want to mention the advantages of this project. It has a unique approach with its AI team, as well as fast generation and deployment, real production code, integration with GitHub and other platforms, plus it offers templates and a visual editor, which is very convenient. There are practically no downsides to this project because it helps with almost any task you might encounter. So whether you're an entrepreneur, you can use this project and save significantly on creating various platforms, and on top of that, you can learn how to build your own website yourself. In other words, it's very convenient. Well, I mean, MGX is really suitable for many people, specifically entrepreneurs launching their own projects, freelancers, and developers, which means saving time, as well as designers and marketers, since you can create landing pages without code, and also for startup founders. It's a fast way to test hypotheses. Basically, the Maximalny project simplifies various tasks and helps you develop faster, so it's very convenient. And of course, I also recommend checking out their blog where you can read various information related to this project. So you can go there and study this project in more detail. There are quite a lot of different interesting posts here, each of which you can check out. This will help you study the project in greater detail, because a full video just isn't enough to fully cover the entire project. If you're interested, I can also release another series of videos about this project. I recommend, in fact, that you study everything on your own. Everything here is very interesting and visually clear. So, I've just explained the essence of this project to you, but I think you should figure out its nuances yourself. After you log into this project, you can also study in more detail each of the plans. That is, all the information about these plans is available here. So you can choose the one that suits you best. And right here, all the features you can use are provided. As we can see, there are quite a lot of them. So you can pick the one that's right for you, and that's very convenient. Basically, almost all the features available on this platform are listed here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There, I regularly post various interesting videos about different exciting projects where you can all earn money together with me. I definitely recommend subscribing to my social media as well. Here I actively share all sorts of interesting information. You can follow me on Twitter, or you can even join me on Telegram. There, I have my own group with 5,350 members, so you can join us and chat with us. There's also my own channel, which you can subscribe to and follow for up-to-date information that I constantly post there. There's always some interesting information being shared that can help you, including ways to make money.